This may be the most important podcast episode I've ever recorded because I really had a bit of an epiphany. Welcome to the Midlife Reinvention podcast, a podcast helping women in career and life transitions achieve clarity on their next steps so they can transform uncertainty into an energizing next chapter. I'm your host, Kavita Ahuja, and the founder of It's My Time Now Coaching. If you're wondering what's next in your career or life, you are in the right place. Through solo and guest episodes, you'll gain practical tips, tools, and inspiration to help you uncover blocks, gain confidence, and be, do, and have what you want. I rediscovered myself after the age of 50, and I know you can too. It's my time now to help you do just that. I'm so excited you're here. Let's dive in. Welcome to an important episode of the Midlife Reinvention podcast. As I approach my 58th birthday next week, I am reflecting on what is most important for me to share with you. This episode is a real and raw episode where I will give you my practical tips on how you can reinvent yourself right now using the 10 essential steps that I used and that you can use right now to turn your life around. Are you feeling stuck in a career that's lost its spark? Are you wondering what your next move should be? If so, join me as I discuss how I transformed my life after 50 with powerful lessons and practical strategies to overcome the uncertainty which may be stopping you right now. In this episode, you will learn 10 steps to reinvent your life and career after 50. You will get straightforward advice on overcoming your mental blocks, and you will hear my real life examples that show you that you can take charge of your future right now. Hit play now and start your journey to a new and exciting chapter in your life. Don't stay on autopilot, my friend. Take action now. It's entirely possible. Hi, my dear friend, and welcome to another episode of the Midlife Reinvention podcast. I have to say that this may be the most important podcast episode I've ever recorded because I really had a bit of an epiphany. As I have been reflecting on why I started this podcast and why I actually am doing what I do every day, I realized that I may have gone away from the core reasons behind everything I do. My friends, I'm here because I reinvented myself after the age of 50. And my entire reason for doing what I do now is to tell you that if you really want to, you can too. You can reinvent your life starting now. It is possible, and I'm going to tell you exactly how to do that today. We often fill our heads with noise, or I should talk about this topic, or I should do this complicated marketing funnel, or do this fancy post, when in reality, I need to listen to exactly what you're asking me for. And it is my promise to you that I will do that in the most authentic way possible moving forward. No fluff, just me being real. The most common struggle I hear from you is this: uncertainty, fear of the unknown, not knowing what to do next or what next steps to take. In fact, these words are taken directly from people who have reached out to me. These are some of the quotes. I'm unsure of what I'm good at and what I can help people with. Another one. My main challenge is uncertainty. I'm nervous about starting and unsure of the unknown. Another one. I don't enjoy my work anymore. I feel like I've hit a dead end. I'm approaching retirement age and don't know what I should try next. And the next one, I cannot decide and I'm not sure what the next step should be in my new career. So, to summarize, uncertainty, fear, confusion, lack of excitement. Does this feel like you right now? I know exactly how you may be feeling, my friend, because I felt that too many years ago. I want to take you back to my story briefly, and you may have already heard it, but I think it's worth repeating here now because it's real and it's important and it may mirror exactly what you're going through right now. I was 52 years old. That was 6 years ago. My 58th birthday is coming up. I was in a career that I had been in for over 20 years. It was a great career as I was younger in my 20s and 30s. And as I was climbing the corporate ladder, proving myself, getting bigger and bigger roles and juggling work and raising my 2 young boys. Then it was not so great. I felt like I was coasting. There was no longer a flame inside of me that would energize me to get up in the morning and go to work. It wasn't the work's fault. That was the same. It was me. I had changed. My kids were now off out of the house and didn't need me as much. And I couldn't see myself doing this anymore, but felt, I guess, what I could say is uncertainty, fear, confusion, and lack of excitement, just like you may be right now. I want to tell you in the most honest way possible, my friend, that this is not the end. This is not a dead end. This is the start of something absolutely incredible and new and exciting. Do you believe me? Do you believe that this is even possible? I'm going to go through 10 steps that I followed and that I want you to follow right now to reinvent your life starting now. So what are the steps? First, recognize the trigger that is causing you to pause and congratulate yourself for acknowledging the presence of this inner voice or that inner flame burning inside of you. Don't lie to yourself. Why are you even listening to this podcast now? There must be something inside of you that is telling you the things are not quite right. I often talk about that little voice inside of me, which I didn't listen to before. What I didn't listen to, I didn't heed it, I should say, for 2 or 3 years. But her voice got so loud, my friend, that I couldn't ignore it anymore. So the first thing is, do you recognize that thing need to change? Secondly, the next step, acknowledge where you are right now and how far you have come on this road of life. I love this quote from Mel Robbins, who says, "You are never starting over, you are starting from experience." It is natural to feel nervous about what lies ahead for you because it's a road you haven't traveled yet. You're so used to doing what you were doing, like I did for 20 years, no less, that the thought of doing something different is probably scaring the shit out of you. The third thing is, ask yourself, should I ignore this inner flame or inner voice, or ask myself, why is it here? Is the pain of staying where you are greater than the fear of making a change? Are you languishing, or are you in survival mode, or on autopilot or cruise control in your life? Why? Does your life excite you anymore? No? If not, do something about it. Number 4, do not regret the journey you've been on because every twist and turn in your life has led you to the point you are right now. It all happened for a reason, and you may not understand it yet, but you will see that that's true. The triggers or detours in life were meant to be there. It's hard to hear, of course, if you're experiencing a heartache, a divorce, or financial pain, or loss of a job, or a loss of a relationship or loss of health or health scare. But these are all triggers and signals to learn from. Number 5, so what to do next? Before we can figure out what to do next, you have to stop and see where you are now. Who are you? What are your biggest strengths, your greatest passions, and what do you value the most? Is your current life aligned with all those things, or are you on autopilot or stuck in survival mode? Do you think that you can't possibly follow your passions or do what you really are really good at? Or do something which aligns with your values? You absolutely can. When all these things are aligned, that is when you open up all the possibilities ahead of you. This is when you are ready to take your next step. Number 6, the only way to figure out what's next is to energize the present. Energize the present with positive things in your life which release positive or anabolic energy. What do you love to do? Add a bit of that in every day. What possibilities excite you? Write them down and reflect on them. Who are you surrounded by? Where do you want to live? Can you visualize yourself in 2 years? The only way to know what to do next is by starting where you are and looking forward with anticipation and eagerness. No regret for what is past. The reason you don't feel energized or excited about life is because you haven't given yourself the opportunity to dream. Dream big. When you plan a vacation, for example, doesn't that make you happy and excited to look forward to that vacation? Why can't you plan your life the same way? Again, as Mel Robbins says, she says, you are not commuting in your life. You are creating an epic road trip. Number 7, have you noticed that we haven't even got to the planning stage yet? The only way to move forward with excitement, my friend, is to recognize the present first and celebrate yourself first. Every little imperfect, screwed up part of you. Because you are you, and there's nobody like you in the universe. Everything you have is already within you. And now it is important to write down what fears you do have that are perhaps stopping you. Are they real? Or are they created in your own mind? Write down all the possible blocks down which are in your way. This is the only way to begin tearing those blocks down one by one. Number 8, now you can plan. Where do you want to go? What are you going to do which aligns with your strengths, your passions, and your values? What is your reason for being, and how will you fulfill that? The answers will easily come to you via uncanny things that happen to you, people that you meet, coincidences that happen. When you know yourself deeply, you will immediately know what you want, and the rest is easy. Number 9, there will be blocks in your way, but remember those blocks are created in your own mind. They're there for a reason. To keep you safe in that box that you've been in up till now. You don't need protection anymore. You've got this. Once you've got a vision for yourself and who you want to be and what you want to do, plan it. Like you'd plan how to go on that vacation. Do you need to learn new skills? Do you need to let go of people in your life that don't serve you? Do you need to move away from the environment that you're in? And number 10, finally, always, always be open to possibilities. Be open to receiving the signals around you. Be aware that when you figure out what you want through this process and ask for it, it has already happened. The rest is just logistics. If you truly believe of your life ahead of you and that you can be everything you wish it to be, then it will be. It is about believing, having faith, and trusting in yourself, and the universe will bring it to you. I promise. I often hear from people that they can't possibly do what it is really in their hearts because circumstances of life will not allow them to. They can't afford it. They have to pay bills. They have to look after their kids. They have to be realistic. These are all true and valid concerns. But would you rather languish in your life or take the pieces that excite you and take daily steps to get to where you want to be? You don't have to give up everything all at once. Figure out how you can incorporate even small things into your life right now that will make you excited and happy. Do more of those. That will bring positive energy into your life so you can plan how to bring more and more of that into your life. And before you know it, that vision for yourself will be achieved. But also enjoy the path to getting there. I'm still learning every single day. I listened to my inner voice and I was scared shitless, but I did it anyway. I'm here as a testament to the fact that despite your fears or judgment from others or every cell of your being telling you that it's not possible, that it is possible. You can reinvent your life today. All you need to do is celebrate yourself, this present moment, and look forward with eagerness and excitement to the future. The rest will follow. I hope you realize that everything I just shared has come from my heart and my soul. I truly believe in you. I truly believe in the potential that resides within you, and it is my reason for being to help you bring that out, to create the life that you want and that life that excites you and that you look forward to every single day. That's why I'm here, and I thank you for listening. I love you, and I believe in you, and I want you, my friend, to believe wholeheartedly in yourself. If you want to talk about where you are and where you want to be, reach out to me. I'm here for you. Until next time, my friend, stay really, really well.